Today, we will talk about why people love Bitcoin. People buy Bitcoin because it is a system of money that corresponds to how humanity has exchanged value for most of our history. Technologically, this system is based on mathematical formulae and a straightforward verification and record system. The implications are spectacular. You can now trust exchanging value with another person or institution directly, even if you don't know them. In terms of values, the crypto system is profoundly natural, a very human invention, based on the concepts of freedom and fairness. It is the most authentic form of money humanity has had since value was based on memory. A better description than the term cryptocurrencies is honest money. This money system is about more than just exchanging value. It is also about our values. The crypto system is digital technology to banking and paper money's analog technology. The potential, the combination of value and values, that this new, old really, system unlocks for humanity is hard to overstate. The fractional reserve banking system is intrinsically dishonest. Bankers will tell you that your money is both safely in the bank and at the same time, they are lending it out to others. They will tell you that it is your money. What can Bitcoin do for society? Cryptocurrencies allow low-income people to access a financial system. In the future, low-income people everywhere will do their banking using the crypto system. The fractional reserve banking system has completely failed low-income people. Of course, most poor people are not even accepted by these banks. The crypto system has significantly lower fixed costs than the traditional banking system and, consequently, allows everyone to benefit from financial inclusion. The poor will be able to make transfers at extremely low costs. Emerging crypto banks will allow them the benefits of the savings function, giving them the first opportunity ever to climb out of poverty. The effects on poor communities globally will be transformational. These social platforms can also drive behaviors, according to Utpal Dolakia, professor of marketing at Rice University, who studies consumer financial decision-making. Research has shown that when people talk about their investments in online social environments, they tend to become more risk-seeking in the types of investments they make. He tells CNBC Make It. Bitcoin hit a new high in early January, reaching a price of nearly $42,000. On Friday morning, the price of the notoriously volatile cryptocurrency was about $32,500, according to CoinDesk. Even mainstream financial institutions are warming up in the long term. If the market cap gets high enough that it competes with gold, the price of Bitcoin could reach $146,000. In a note published in January, Bitcoin currently has a market value of over $600 billion. But more than just a cryptocurrency, Bitcoin has become an obsession for many. Here are some of the behavioral and psychological reasons why. Bitcoin becomes part of your identity. Bitcoin is more religion than a solution to any problem. Billionaire Mark Cuban told Forbes in December. In fact, Bitcoin aficionados have their own jargon full of acronyms and phrases from HODL to the whale. And pre-COVID, Bitcoin conferences would attract thousands of attendees. The Crypto Crow even has a preferred car to buy with their Bitcoin, the Lambo Eco Lamborghini. Though Bitcoin is getting more attention from some serious investors and mainstream financial institutions, it's still a somewhat subversive concept, so people who invest in it can view themselves as radical or participating in the counterculture. Breton says, the volatility can be exciting. Many smart investors, from Kevin O'Leary to CNBC's Jim Cramer, have likened buying Bitcoin to going to Vegas. Berkshire Hathaway CEO and chairman has been a longtime critic of Bitcoin, that cryptocurrencies basically have no value and are gambling devices. Checking the price of stocks regularly is an activity that could get boring, says Tom Mevis, professor of marketing at New York University's Leonard N. Stern School of Business. With something like Bitcoin, it's exciting because there's constantly something happening. You can check it 10 times a day and the price can vary wildly. Also, many young people especially, those who have grown up with video games and social media, are conditioned to want instant gratification and fast-paced cycles, Swartz says. Being drawn to high-risk, high-reward investments like Bitcoin makes perfect sense. FOMO. People get excited by the prospect of bringing a new, potentially life-changing technology into the world. And with Bitcoin bulls predicting the crypto's price could go as high as $200,000 over the next decade. And with mainstream financial businesses, from PayPal to Square, getting into Bitcoin, it's hard not to fear missing out. Add to that the viral stories about people who have had success with Bitcoin. There are enviable windfalls, from instant Bitcoin millionaires to stories like the Bitcoin, a Dutch family of 5, who liquidated their assets in 2023 in exchange for Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was priced at $900, moved into a van and traveled the world. People focus more on the upside than the downside, so it's easy to get swept up in the possibilities that could come from Bitcoin. It provides hope. The Bitcoin excitement, particularly among young people, illustrates that people feel locked out of the ability to have the kind of assets that would let them generate any form of wealth. Millennials, those born between 1981 and 1996, control just 4.6% of U.S. wealth through the first half of 2023, according to data from the Federal Reserve. When we look at the fever around Bitcoin, we really need to see it in part as a demonstration of the fact that this is happening because there are no reliable, non-speculative mechanisms whereby people who don't already have access to a chunk of wealth could produce wealth over time. And that's a real indictment of the way things are currently set up for younger people. Investors who trust crypto don't necessarily trust the brands involved in the market, Principato explains, for good reason. Recently, one of the largest crypto lenders, the Celsius network, paused withdrawals, swaps, and transfers between accounts, citing extreme market conditions. Prior to that, the crypto Luna and its associated stablecoin Terra collapsed, wiping out billions of dollars. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.